What's good, everyone? DC to Dawn dropped a bit ago and I wanted to go over it with you. I personally love DC to Dawn, and ever since he dropped Funeral, it's just been in my rotation since. There has been no song I skip unless it's a song that I don't want to get sick of, so I skip it. I'll be going down the list from top to bottom of the album and just showing you what I like or dislike about one of the tracks. And pause. I am not at whole spreading hate to DC or any of his fans at all, and I will not be tolerating hate for him because that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to critique because DC has just been my top performer lately and I just want to see him grow. There's going to be timestamps in the description below so you can skip to your favorite song and see if I liked it or not. If you do like this type of content and want to see more, please hit that like button so we can spread this video around here, and please hit that subscribe button if you want to see me more on your feed. I upload every Wednesday and Sunday. And if you want to see more of these album ratings, go ahead and give me a comment below to see what's up. Other than that, let's get into it. Okay, just based off the album cover alone, it's not my type. It doesn't touch me how I want it to, and just the aesthetic is just, I don't know, it's just not it. I don't know, I feel like we could do better with the album cover. Let's get into the songs. Going down the list from start to bottom, because this is how I wanted to listen to the album, we got The Fall Off. The drums in the song are super good, and his airy voice is just... And for the opening of the album, it is pretty funny that DJ Academics like for real got sampled, and it just goes to show that DC's really been putting in the work over these past years. ADLIBS is the next song, and for my first listen, it just wasn't it. For fun fact, this is actually the first song I clicked on for my first listen. It really wasn't my first listen, I just clicked on it and it just wasn't it. I just thought this one was out of place, and I just didn't like it. But on the second and third listen, it was pretty damn good. And it just goes to show that some songs are just gonna grow on you as time goes on, and I feel like that's just gonna be this album. That's gonna be this whole album. It's just gonna grow on me. Different Type is the next song, and you can tell by this listen that these are just gonna be hype songs in the beginning of the album, which is all right. You're supposed to hype up your audience, you know. But for me personally, I do not like all of DC's hype songs, but I don't really like hype or rage as much as most people do, so I can see why this is like in the beginning. And to be honest, this song was just mid to me. On the next, we got Kodak Black. I don't know how this was recorded. It was really muffled and it just sounded overall just shitty. I couldn't even sit through the third listen. Like, the flow on DC's voice is pretty nice, but just like how muffled the voice is and the beat, it's just not it for me. Next off, we got First Off, which is okay, still with the muffled voice, but it was one of his better hype songs on this album. The chorus is very simple and very catchy, and I feel like it'd grow on me over time. Also, I noticed that there's like this little alien sound in the background, and I kind of like grabbed my attention a bit. Next, we got Nice to Meet Me, which I swear I was listening to My Chemical Romance, and it was an okay song, again with the muffledness, but I remember him tweeting, or it was on Instagram somewhere. It was somewhere where he said that these songs weren't really produced all too well, or like completely produced, which I totally get. Like, I don't completely produce my songs, I just like throw them out there, you know? But he said that his fans wanted them, so he put them out. Let's Go Band for Band is pretty damn good. The beat is very nice and bouncy, and paired with the really good ad-libs of DC, it's just really good. I wish he had more songs like this where it was kind of calm, but the beat kind of kicks at you, you know? Super nice, super nice. Persona. The beat starts slow, picks up, and just kicks you in your nuts, dude. There's a little lead you can hear in the background, and I heard it somewhere else, but DC absolutely obliterates it, and this is one of the better songs on the album. Backstage is a little softer, and it's a nice relaxing song after all those hype songs. Somewhere in the middle of the song, he has like this high-pitched voice where he like doubles up, and it's just so beautiful. And on this song, you can really see like the creativity he's coming in here with. Million. This song gives off Funeral vibes. The ad-libs are what gives it away, but not only that, the beat is just fantastic. You're gonna hear me compare a lot of songs to Funeral because personally right now, that is my favorite album from DC. Autobot is a pretty good song, but the next song just gets better. He just gets better. Man at the Party is just so good. At the beginning, you just hear the beat and you know it's gonna get better, and it just, oh my gosh, it delivers. The beat is just so catchy, you want to take a late night drive to this song. And his doubles in the song were just, mwah, mwah. This guy, I'm gonna kiss you. I'm so sorry, bro. South Memphis is a song after that peak music, and personally, it's a dud. The beat is groovy, but I don't dig how his voice sounds on this song. I don't know if the placement of South Memphis is on purpose, but DC raises the stakes with Man at the Party, brings it down with South Memphis, and then brings it right back up with Powerless. The vibes on this song are what I want from him. This is just all I want to hear. The ad-libs and doubles on this are just so beautiful, and that guitar in the background is just so nice. Going into it with the fast piano, then the bass, then a high-pitched lead is electronic vibe for our song called Electronics. But the beat doesn't even carry, it's DC. His flow is just so clean on this song, and I just can't say no bad things about it. Earlier, I was talking about driving late at night to songs, and if there's a song I want you to drive to at late at night, it's Voice on my end. The drums are really repetitive, which could be bad in some cases, but in this case it is not. DC takes his pop and makes it his sound, and it's just fantastic. This is why he's top 10 artist for me personally. Screaming Through the Walls, bouncy, guitar, airy, one of my faves on this album, and it's in my liked playlist now. If You Want to Talk starts with the angelic piano, something you would hear in a movie. Then the beat smacks you in your face and his voice kicks in. Again with the high-pitched voice, and it just hits on this song. I extremely like this chorus, and he's definitely grown as an artist. If anything gives off funeral vibes on this list, it's definitely Angel Dust. The humming in this song is super good. I've always loved DC's humming. Personally, I'm very happy that we have songs like this on this album because it is my favorite form of DC song. Melodic trap is just my favorite genre in general. I should have told you, actually surprised me on this one. It feels like we get a brand new beat and then it cuts into a sample of Tell Cheyenne, and which is just great. I can't complain, that transition was sick, and I know it definitely caught some of you guys off guard. Just Keep Running feels like it should be in a genre of its own. I don't even know what to put it in, but I just know it just fits his voice. I'm not glazing, okay? I'm not glazing. Obviously it is repetitive, but again, if you use it right, it definitely can work. Going into the next one, we got Burning My Skin. Coming into the song, you can hear most of it on your left, and you can hear the claps starting to come in on your left too. Also listen with headphones because it's just a great experience. The lead in the song is also up there, and the drums are very light, and that's just how this song is. It's very light, very clean. I like it. Last but not least, we have the outro, which is Nobody. After everything that's on the table with this album, I do believe this is a good outro. Is it the best? No, but is it the worst? Absolutely far from it. The airiness of his voice is paired up with another voice in the back, and it just sounds great overall. The voice is kind of robotic, and I thought that was a really cool touch to it. And every time I really do think about it, I used to see DC on X sound-alike videos, and like, just seeing him now is incredible. Like how much he's come. It's just crazy. Overall, this album brought a lot to the table, and I can't say it didn't have me nodding my head at the end. His flows are fantastic in DC fashion. The beats, even for the songs I didn't like, are fantastic. I was hoping for more songs just like Funeral, and he delivered. My favorite song on this album has to be Powerless, but also a close second is Angel Dust. In Powerless, that guitar is so bouncy, and his vocals are just so good. The drums are well done. Mwah. Some people believe that DC has been coming up for a while now, so what do you think? He really gets some shade because he hasn't hit his mainstream breakthrough yet, but I bet you he's gonna blow up soon. If I had to rate this album on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be an 8. If you do not listen to DC, I highly recommend his stuff out. The link in the description is below to his Spotify. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. If you do like this type of content, please do make sure to subscribe and like, for it helps me out a ton more than you think. As always, stomp on the devil and peace.